Peace, love, and light to all my gods and goddesses of planet Kai. I send my positive energy to you all because positive energy always creates elevation. Well, I just posted a post about Jesus not ever existing. I know some people who believe in just Jesus probably got offended, but I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm here to make you aware and give you the true knowledge of the world, because I am a truth seeker, and that's what I'm here to deliver the knowledge to the masses. So with that being said, I'm gonna follow up on what they mean by Jesus not existing, because the Bible is a spiritual book. The Bible is a scientific book talking about you and me. Every story that was written in the Bible is an allegory, a story with a hidden meaning. None of these stories ever happened. None of this stuff happened. That's why Jesus was talking in parables, meaning in other words. So you got to ask yourself, when you are reading these stories in the Bible, and they say these things happened thousands of years ago, what do those stories have to do to help you be a better person today if it didn't have a hidden meaning? So when they said that God gave its only begotten son, it wasn't talking about Jesus. It was talking about the sun outside. You see, you got Jesus and you got the sun outside, and you got the light of the world. And the sun outside is the solar system. And everybody has a soul that resides and comes from the solar system, which makes us all God's son. And we are one. The soul doesn't have a gender, male nor female. We are all our own individual percentage of the sun. We are all microcosms of the macrocosm. The microcosm is the universe broken down in individual pieces. The macrocosm is the universe as a whole. We are all the universe experiencing itself in the physical form. And you have a chakra system inside of your body. That's your energy system that your sexual energy is held and stored in. But a lot of people don't know this knowledge. Only 1% of the world know this knowledge. You got the root, you got the sacral, then you have the solar plex, which connects you to the solar system, making us all God's son, because everybody has a solar plex. So let me go right here. I'm gonna go to Psalms 84, because I can break, if anybody has any questions about the Bible, I know how to break the Bible down and give you the esoteric knowledge of the Bible, all the hidden meanings, because I do the research on it and I know who I am. I haven't been practicing God consciousness for the last 3 years. I've saved my sexual energy for 3 years straight, 36 months, no porn, no masturbation. That's the Christ oil. When Christ said it was returning, it means returning back to your brain. So Psalms 84, chapter 84, verses 11 says, "For the Lord God is a sun, S-U-N, a shield. The Lord bestows favor and honor. No good things does he withhold from those whose walk is blameless." The Lord is the sun. So now, when we come from sun, if you look up in the Webster dictionary, I got one in there, but I got the definition in my head. If you look up the word sun, S-U-N, not S-O-N, because the English language puts you in a spell, because they have so many words that sound exactly the same, spelled differently with two different meanings, because they wanted you to be in a spell. Why would they have sun, S-O-N, and sun, S-U-N? But if you look up the word sun, S-U-N, it's gonna say a celestial body of energy that gives off heat and energy to the earth. A celestial body of energy that gives off heat and energy to the earth. So then you have to look up what celestial means. Celestial means heavenly in the sky. Heavenly in the sky. The sun is the light of the world. The sun provides everything for us, and we are all connected to the sun. That's why it's important that you get sunlight. So now we're going to go back to how everybody is Jesus, because this is hell on earth. The hell means hell because you're standing on earth in hell, and most people are moving from their lower self, not able to control their sexual urges, because that's what they have been taught on this earth, to just have sex and not control their sexual urges and make babies and have abortions and so on. And the head means heaven. The head means heaven. So your sexual energy is stored in your lower self. If you're a male, it's stored in your scrotum sacs. If you're female, it's stored in your clitoris. But it comes from the brain, which is called cerebral spinal fluid. Cerebral spinal fluid. So the purpose is on the planet, if you're not reproducing and procreating, is to raise your sexual energy back to your brain. You got the 33 bones on your vertebrae, on the back of your vertebrae, that's connected to your brain. Your brain is just a big sperm cell that done growed in your body. You got the sperm cell, the head with the tail. So now your brain done growed into the head, and the tail is your spinal cord, and that's why your sexual energy is coming from the brain, but it's stored at your lower self. So when you're living hell on earth, you don't understand that you're here to become heaven on earth, because you're living in hell on earth. And to become heaven on earth, you have to get out of all the material things that are going on in this world. All the sex, money, drugs, fame, cars, clothes. You have to detach from the material world. You have to detach from the material world and move from the inside out. Because this is hell on earth. There's nothing good going on earth. And what you do is you refrain from using your sexual energy, and you become the Christ within. You raise it up, those 7 energy systems, the Shraka system. The root Shraka is red. It's red is representing hell, because people are moving from their lower self, unable to control their sexual urges. Then you have the sacral. These are levels of consciousness. Then you have the solar plex. You have to fill these energy systems up with your sexual energy. Then you have the heart, which is the most powerful one, because God is love. Then you have the throat, where you be able to talk and give out all the information. Then you have the third eye, where you see everything as what it is. And then you have the crown Shraka, when you become God on the planet and you have the knowledge of the universe. Gigantic enlightenment. You're here to be enlightened. You're here to figure out who you are, because the universe means the study of oneself. You have to know who you are. And Jesus is just a personification of you and me. This is just a story that they made up for you to become Jesus. If you understand what Jesus was doing in the Bible, Jesus didn't go to the church. He walked in, disrupted the churches, and told you not to be listening to the church. That's what Jesus was doing. Jesus didn't praise anything outside of his body. Jesus praised himself. Jesus meditated. Jesus wasn't having sex. Jesus was getting shunned, just like most people who are conscious and are giving out the right information. Everybody is shunning them because they have become Jesus on the planet. So know thyself. Raise your sexual energy to your brain. Love yourself, because loving yourself is loving God. I love you all. Ashe.